Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Lancescurv. We have to talk about this one. You know, I don't know where these ideas come from, but a thought hit me when my dear friend Jack Griffin sent me a video, a short video of AI showing celebrities that have departed from us and have transitioned. And it was so real. And I'm going to show it to you right now. Take a look at that. Whitney Houston, Prince, Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, and I forget the other guy from, my friend told me who it was, but he passed away from AIDS. I'm going to let this roll a little bit while I rant on this. We're going to take time to let everybody come on in. And I want to welcome everybody who is coming on in. But I want to talk about this because I think this is something very important. And it's not about paranoia. I just think it's very important. And Mad Guns Forever. Yes, I see a message just a few minutes ago. I didn't have time to respond. I had some contractors here that I was talking to. And I even had to push the show back from 3 p.m. my time to 3:30, which 3 p.m. my time is 10 o'clock East Coast time. So it's 10:30 over there. So we're also going to do the show later on. We have another show tonight and about burnout and spreading yourself too thin. That's going to be 5 o'clock Eastern time. And I'm not going to push that back because all my work should be done. Make sure to check out the shorts page on YouTube. The YouTube shorts, we've been putting up a ton of those, and I promise to put up a lot every day. Many people like it. I got the time to do it, so we're going to smash this work. But anyway, after he sent me this, and it was, I looked at it right before I went to sleep. I said, wait a second. Where is this thing going? I mean, if we can show you people who are not here anymore through all of the recordings and audio and whatever we can gather, what's to stop someone who gets their hands on it that has an evil intention? Now, the other day I was watching a video sent to me from my dear sister, and they were speaking about the Black Panthers. And this one incident, I can't tell you exactly because so much went on with them, but police came to one of their apartments or headquarters. And, you know, they were doing very good things in the community. And the powers that be did not like that. So they wanted to smear them. And so the media worked along with this, where the cops showed up and they claimed they got in a shootout with the Black Panthers. When the investigation came around and the results came out that they never shot at any cop. The cops went in there shooting them. So if you could be that brazen with a gun or several guns as police officers, right, who are supposed to be there to keep the peace, which you know it's not that. The only piece they're keeping is that PIECE on their hip to cause trouble, especially with us. We know with systemic racism how they made the system pretty much against us, but that doesn't mean you can't succeed now. Nothing kills my spirit. Whatever they come up with is what I can defeat. But what I want to say, what if you were a grassroots organizer, someone who was a threat to the lies put out in the media, and they really wanted to frame you up using your image, showing beyond the shadow of a doubt through a video or audio or both that you were guilty and you did what they said that you did. Now, we've all given our images to social media freely, and video and voice. I know very few people that I can count on one hand that avoids that. They only get on maybe WhatsApp and they text. They don't even talk. And I thought, not really that was strange. I just thought that was something a little extra. But now looking back, I'm like, wow. So I'm going to let this roll so you can see it as I speak. I wish I could make it a little bigger, but I can't. But let me just share some of the words that I jotted down. Okay. Artificial intelligence, AI, has rapidly evolved from being a mere concept to an integral part of our daily lives. From voice-activated assistants like Siri and Alexa to self-driving cars. AI's capabilities seem boundless. Recently, a viral video on social media showcased the incredible power of AI by recreating an extraordinarily realistic video of celebrities such as Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Prince, Bob Marley walking down a fashion runway. The video was so lifelike that one could not distinguish between the AI-generated images and the real celebrities. While the artistry and technological prowess behind this are awe-inspiring, it raises a deeply unsettling question. What happens when this technology falls into the wrong hands? Sweet Berry, welcome on in. Yes, the Lancescurv. Mad Guns Forever, I'm glad you're here. This is a heck of a topic. This discussion will explore the origins and evolution of AI, its current capabilities, and most critically, the potential dangers of AI, especially in video and voice replication. We will delve into how this powerful tool, if misused, can destroy innocent lives, criminalize the innocent, and smear the reputations of law-abiding citizens. By understanding these possibilities, we can better safeguard ourselves against the dark side of AI. AI's roots trace back to the mid-20th century, with pioneers like Alan Turing laying the groundwork for what would become a transformative field. Turing's 1950 paper, Computing Machinery and Intelligence, posed the question of whether machines could think, sparking decades of research into AI. Early AI efforts focused on problem solving and symbolic methods, with limited success due to computational constraints. The evolution of AI took a significant leap forward in the 1980s and 90s, with the development of machine learning, a subset of AI that enables computers to learn from data. The advent of neural networks, inspired by the human brain's structure, allowed AI systems to recognize patterns and make predictions. These advances paved the way for the AI we know today, characterized by deep learning and massive data sets. In the 21st century, AI has expanded into numerous fields, including natural language processing, computer vision, and robotics. The development of generative adversarial networks, GANs, has enabled AI to create highly realistic images and videos, as seen in the recent viral runway video that you're watching now. This ability to generate lifelike content is both a marvel and a potential menace. As AI continues to advance, so do the potential threats associated with its misuse. One of the most alarming possibilities is the creation of false video and audio content that is indistinguishable from reality. This technology, if wielded with malicious intent, could have devastating consequences. Imagine a totalitarian government or a corrupt organization using AI to fabricate evidence against innocent individuals. Just as the harsh crack cocaine laws of the 1990s and the 1980s disproportionately targeted poor Black men, AI could be used to unjustly imprison or even execute innocent people. The parallels between these two scenarios are striking. Both involve the use of advanced tools and systems to oppress marginalized communities under the guise of law and order. The crack cocaine epidemic of the 1980s serves as a cautionary tale. During this period, the U.S. government implemented draconian laws that imposed harsher penalties for crack cocaine possession than for powder cocaine, despite both substances being virtually identical in their effects. This disparity led to the mass incarceration of young Black men, many of whom were sentenced to decades in prison for minor drug offenses. These men were effectively branded as criminals for life, with criminal records that made it nearly impossible for them to find employment or reintegrate into society. Now, consider the possibility of AI being used in a similar manner. A government or organization could fabricate video and audio evidence to convict individuals of crimes they did not commit. AI-generated evidence could show a person committing a crime or even confessing to it on a phone call. This technology could be used to target activists, journalists, politicians, or anyone deemed a threat to the status quo. The potential for abuse is staggering, and the consequences could be catastrophic. To fully grasp the potential dangers of AI, let's consider 10 scenarios where video and voice replication could be used to harm innocent individuals. Number 1, framing an activist for a crime. Imagine an activist who speaks out against government corruption. AI could be used to create a video showing the activist engaging in illegal activities, such as plotting violence or accepting bribes. This fabricated evidence could be used to discredit the activists, silence their movement, and even imprison them. Number 2, destroying a public figure's reputation. A politician or celebrity could be targeted with AI-generated videos that show them in compromising situations, such as engaging in illegal or immoral behavior. Even if the video is proven to be fake, the damage to the reputation could be irreversible, as public opinion often judges based on initial impressions. Implicating an employee in corporate espionage. A company could use AI to fabricate evidence of an employee sharing trade secrets with a competitor. This could be used as a pretext to terminate the employee or to sabotage their career, all while protecting the company's interests. Number 4, falsifying evidence in a criminal case. A prosecutor could use AI-generated video and audio to convict an innocent person of a crime. The fabricated evidence could include video footage of the crime scene, audio recordings of a confession, or even a combination of both. This could lead to wrongful convictions and even death sentences. Number 5, creating a false scandal to sway public opinion. During an election, AI could be used to create a scandal involving a candidate, such as fabricating a video of the candidate making racist remarks or engaging in criminal behavior. This could swing the election in favor of the opposing candidate and undermine the democratic process. Number 6, targeting a whistleblower. A whistleblower who exposes corporate or government wrongdoing could be discredited with AI-generated evidence showing them engaging in illegal activities. This could not only silence the whistleblower, but also deter others from coming forward with important information. Number 7, blackmailing an individual with fake evidence. Criminals could use AI to create compromising videos or audio recordings of an individual and then use this fabricated evidence to blackmail them. The victim could be coerced into paying large sums of money or performing illegal acts to avoid public exposure. Number 8, manipulating court proceedings. In a legal dispute, one party could use AI-generated evidence to manipulate the outcome of the case. This could involve fabricating witness testimony, altering video footage, or creating fake audio recordings to sway the judge or jury. Number 9, undermining a grassroots movement. A growing grassroots movement could be targeted by AI-generated videos that falsely depict its leaders engaging in criminal activities or immoral behavior. This could erode public support for the movement and lead to its eventual collapse. Last but not least, number 10, persecuting of a religious leader. A religious leader could be targeted with AI-generated evidence showing them engaging in blasphemous or illegal activities. This could lead to their persecution, the dismantling of their religious community, and the loss of faith among their followers. The motivations behind misusing AI. The motivations for misusing AI in these ways are varied, but often revolve around power, control, and greed. Governments may use AI to suppress dissent and maintain control over the population. Corporations may use it to eliminate competition or to protect their interests. Individuals may use it for personal gain, revenge, or to destroy the lives of those they envy or resent. The allure of AI lies and its ability to create highly convincing content that can manipulate reality itself. In the hands of those with malicious intent, this technology becomes a weapon capable of inflicting untold harm. The potential for AI to be used in diabolical ways is not far-fetched. History has shown us time and again that when powerful tools are available, they will be exploited by those seeking to harm others. Vigilance in the age of AI. This is the conclusion. While AI offers incredible opportunities for innovation and creativity, it also presents significant risks. A viral video of AI-generated celebrities walking down a fashion runway serves as a reminder of the technology's power and its potential dangers. As AI continues to evolve, it is crucial that we remain vigilant and aware of how it can be used against us. To protect ourselves, we must limit our exposure on social media. For me, that's too late. Safeguard our images and voices and advocate for laws and regulations that prevent the misuse of AI. While the scenarios outlined in this discussion may seem extreme, they are within the realm of possibility. By understanding the risk and taking proactive measures, we can navigate the challenges posed by AI and ensure that this powerful technology is used for good rather than evil. Wow. You know, if you ask me, they already have more realistic stuff. If you ask me, that's what I feel about it. They already have more realistic technology that can be used. Trust me. You know what? Let me let this just continue to roll. It's better than just, let me just start it all over again. If it starts, there it is. There we go. We'll let that roll because it needs to be seen. For those who are just coming in right now or in the future, this is not real. This is, I was speechless when I saw this. Now, I was sent a video of my face and you could tell it was me, but it wasn't me. It was just like, you knew this was fake because the way they stretched the mouth and I was rapping over something. Sweetberry, was that you? Was that you that sent me that? Or was somebody else that sent me that? I don't remember. But it was an app that you can put a photo in and it would manipulate your face. And the early ones just moved your mouth. But this one moved every muscle, you know, on the face to make it look realistic. Let me just acknowledge everybody that came on in. And of course, Mad Guns Forever was early on. Sweetberry came on in also. Tracy J, I didn't even see you, but I was so deep into sharing the word. I'm glad you're here. Lover of God, Tarika, welcome on in. And who else? Reese. Yes, Reese always makes it in. Yeah, so Lover of God, Tarika, you say what now? I'm an individual targeted, authorized by this tactic, right? Let me see what else. By someone who has access to this. Well, you know what? All of us no matter what, you know, oh, wow, I love what you have to say, but I know you're on the move. I know you're very busy. Even if, you know, we did a little recording or something, or I would suggest even on WhatsApp, Mad Guns, if you wanted to say something, send me a voicemail whenever you have a quiet moment. And anybody who wants to have their opinion after the fact, as opposed to a comment that could be erased on YouTube or different social media platforms, send me a voicemail. The number's below, 407-590-0755. I'm on WhatsApp, so you can, if you're on WhatsApp, you can send it. Make sure it's a quiet background, no noise or anything like that. Talk as long as you want. It could be 5 minutes. It could be 4 or 5 hours or more. Doesn't matter. Whatever you feel about any topic that we speak about, or if anything's going on in your local area that you want to expose, hey, send it to me. It'll be up ASAP. This is what I do. I'm back on the roll. I dedicate my life not just to being on social media, but just to working with the seeds of greatness the Creator put inside of me so we can help each other and expose certain things before the boom really comes down, which I believe one day we may not have access to social media. I really feel that social media was given to us for this eventual trap. If you notice, when anything is given for a while, technology or something, they always pull back on it and either make you pay a price for it or simply use it to entrap you. You know, I remember years ago, I used to have these free party lines, right? And people would get on there and be on there for hours. I'd pop on and see who's on there, pop back on some. I'm like, man, this person been on here for like 6 or 7 hours. You still on here? I used to wonder what kind of life did they live? But everybody has a different situation. But then after a while, you know, they started to fall off. It was more of an experimental thing. So there are a lot of things that they put out there for us to consume on an experimental level, either to track our behavior or to just trap us because we get hooked on it. You see? I mean, who gives away stuff like that? Like, okay, and I made this reference before. We had calling cards back in the day, you know, in the 90s and coming up into the early 2000s, where if you had to call Mexico, Jamaica, Trinidad, any other country, all over the world, there was a card that you could use. It wouldn't be just for a specific country, but it might be for a region. Like, say, for example, if you wanted to call the Caribbean in general, you know, yeah, that goes for you, love of God, Tariq. If you want to send me something, the number's scrolling across and down in the description area, my phone number is there. And get on WhatsApp, talk it, you know, as long as it's not profane or, you know, the guidelines on social media now, you pretty much can't even sneeze the wrong way. And I'm quite sure everybody here knows how that works. But yeah, they had calling cards. So if you want to call another country, you purchase a calling card, and depending on what country you're calling, you know, you would have so many minutes on it. So I would always joke and say there was always that lady in one of the stores that sold it. Usually you'd have bodegas, corner stores, neighborhood stores, even bigger stores sometimes would sell, you know, these calling cards. And so if you bought one and you're looking at it, usually the guys behind the counter don't know how they work all the way. You would have this one lady, oh, no, young man, if you want to call Jamaica, you better use that one because it gives you a few extra minutes and you don't get drop calls, because sometimes you get drop calls and you call back and your time is eaten up. You couldn't have a continuous conversation. So that made a lot of money for somebody, right? And I know they were pissed. I know they were angry when all of a sudden you can make these free phone calls on social media apps and just plain old apps. Now, I can't recall exactly when the WhatsApp came, but I know that around the same time period, give or take a few years, you know, you can make calls through Facebook and Instagram. And I mean, YouTube, you can't do it, but who knows what they're going to start doing eventually. But when WhatsApp came and you can make free phone calls all over the world, why? Why? When they have the technology to tell your voice, they can tell who's who and listen to what you're saying. Do you think that's a gift? Do you think that they wanted to destroy a whole industry just to be nice? Let's be nice to the people and set this thing up. Of course they make money. They have the ways of making money. But why? Is the CIA or the government or international governments? Who knows? I understand and I do feel that that's the reason. Now, they often say, well, you know, a lot of folks I know are not on TikTok. Well, why? Well, because they have the ability to listen to your phone, look inside your phone, whatever. But guess what? You mean Instagram and Facebook? They don't do it. The American social media companies, they don't do it after the Patriot Act. We have no privacy. So while they point at TikTok, I'm not defending anything. They all got their little devious ways. But I will say this. The TikTok people, the Asians, they don't care about me. I'm more worried about the ones who always oppress me. I'm not worried either. I don't worry. I show concern. I'm just saying it as a figure of speech. I'm not worried about TikTok because the Americans are doing the same thing. And the only reason why the American platforms don't like TikTok, and I'm not defending it, is because TikTok will let you say things, not extreme profanity, they let you go with that, but things that the American platforms don't want you to say. Black folks on TikTok, that's a nightmare for the government. Not because of the decadence that they indulge in, but for the people who won't get shadow banned on there. You can say things on there. And they still have their way of banning certain things. But you can say a whole lot more. Yes, they all are crooked. But if it's somebody that's going to look through my phone, let it be somebody who doesn't have a history of doing such things to me as they have done in America through my bloodline, right? We know that the Asians, when looked at by Americans, they're grooming them to be our oppressors. They're on their way out. Don't want to say it too strong, but you know what I'm talking about. Read between the lines. So they don't want to see us rise with our numbers, with our youth, with our resources in the motherland, Africa, Al Kebulan. They don't want that. So they want to put somebody else in place. But the lesser of two evils, we know they can be vicious too. But the bottom line is, like I said, don't believe the propaganda. They all dirty. They all looking at your stuff. If you got a couple of naked pictures in the phone, so what? Porn is all over the place. People got stuff in their phones. I used to drive a bus in Orlando, the company called Lynx. And oftentimes the bus drivers on the layover would find a phone in the seat that somebody left there. It fell out of their pocketbook or their pocket. They never kept those phones. They always brought it back or held on to it to bring back later on. So when the person says, oh, to the company, did you find a phone? Oh yeah, there's one here. Describe it. And they get their phone back. But before, even though these bus drivers were honest, before they would turn that phone in, if it was unlocked, they would look through the phone. They'd look through the pictures. And boy, oh boy, let's not even go there. Everybody, that innocent little church lady that used to ride on the back and say, praise the Lord every time she came in, Lord have mercy. That's all I'll say for effect. So what? So what? What you need to be concerned about is what information they're going to use to do something to you. I don't care about nudity. I don't care about them seeing my parts. It's the same thing everybody else got, give or take. But this WhatsApp thing, which I'm on social media for a long time. This is what I do. Ain't no turning back now. What more can they do? What more can they do to me? But for those who are not on it, your children who may want to get on it, explain to them the dangers of getting on it, or use it in a way where it keeps their real identity off, which is very hard to do because now they're requesting to see your face. They're requesting now certain private information. I'm not saying on social media now, but other things that you get on. That now, what's coming? I do feel there's going to be a massive breach of information. People getting hacked. Several people who are close to me within the last 2 weeks have been hacked badly out of nowhere, not even by any mistake they made. So they're going to have more and more of that go on. So now it's going to push us now to say, hey, let's go with the digital cash, and we'll just, do the biometrics. We'll use our thumbprint. We'll use facial recognition. But then again, we're still falling more into the trap. And I'm not going to say I haven't used it lightly, but of course they're going to let it go innocent and let you come on in. Sometimes when you're trying to catch an animal and you drop all of the food leading up to the trap and inside that cage of a trap, you let him eat a little bit when he's in the trap and then drop it. Let him get complacent. Let him get relaxed before you drop the boom. Yeah, it's let me look at some of these comments here. Yeah, calling cards with the way of the dinosaur. Quick too. Like in a matter of weeks. You know what I mean? Because once this thing got out, and it's not just WhatsApp. I mean, we got what else? We got Signal. We got Telegram. And Telegram has features on it that are quite scary also, which I use Telegram and I'm on Signal. I'm on everything, y'all, because of what I do. Right now, I'm so far up the pike, I really don't care. You know what I mean? Because I'm not doing anything bad or illegal. Is there anything they want to dig and find and think they find? If I sent a couple of racy pictures to Mrs. Scurv, I don't care if they see it. Because whether you know it or not, I got no shame. I just act decent so I don't shame those who I love that are close to me. But I have no shame. So you're not going to use that. And unless you fabricate me doing something that's out of my nature, that's not going to shame me because people know I don't get down like that. So we have to not let that stuff affect us, right? Yeah. They've already breached it, Reese. We have nothing. We gave away that with the Patriot Act, right? After 9/11. They can do whatever they want, but yet and still they're saying, oh, TikTok can do this, and that. And they're doing it here in America, or there in America, because I'm in Ghana right now. But anyway, that's pretty much what I had to say on this short one. If anybody wants to come in and say anything, I will drop the link right now. Just give me a second. You'll just say a brief word, but I want to keep them powerful and brief, except for that last one of the day. And I will be doing more and more of these when the house is more completed. I had some contractors here today, and we were speaking about some things, and it's going to be a lot of phenomenal things. And once and for all, I just want it done good, even if it takes a little more time. But I'm not going to stop doing this. If anything, the intensity is going to increase more. Look for more shows, more shorts, more interviews, more this, more that. And let's see how this thing is going to be. But in this world, you will be persecuted for speaking truth boldly to power. And that's just something we're going to have to get used to, because they ain't playing, and we need to not be playing, if you know what I mean. Artificial intelligence, the dark side. Yeah, there's a whole lot more coming. Trust me. Anyway, nobody is in. So allow me to sign off right now. And like I said, in another, what time is it now? What time is it? Another little less than, a few minutes less than 5 hours, we'll be back on. And I'm looking forward to that. And I did that show for Earth Angel, but for everybody also, she requested it. And I did promise that I was going to have it on last night, but I really got in too late. When I prepare my shows, I like to, even though anybody can pick up a phone and just click and go live, I like to make sure that the roots are deep, it's distributed, the graphics are right, the words are right, the article's right, everything is right. You know what I mean? Quality work. That's what it's all about. Anyway, I'm going to leave out right now. Much love to you all. Take care. Lancescurv out. I'll see you in a few hours. Peace.